Peace, love, and light to everyone tuned in this evening. Again, I appreciate you for joining. You know, sending you peace, love, and light on your journey. Everyone struggling, everyone fighting battles, everyone fighting to see ends meet. Sending you peace, love, and light. Right now, before I get into what I have to say this evening, just want to have a minute of silence for the people that lost their lives because of this virus, and also for the people that lost their lives, sad to say, because of this vaccine. Again, in case you forgot, this is some serious times that we are in. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope you've been preparing. This is some serious times that we are now in. So this evening, we'd just like to touch on a few points again. Again, to encourage my people watching, for the people that still holding on, just letting you know that you're not alone. There's many like you and myself that see through the BS and that's willing to fight to the end. So if you are one of those, just letting you know that you are not alone. You might be surrounded by the others, if you want to call it that, but you are not alone. There's many of us out there that see through the BS. You understand? But tonight, I just want to speak about a few things. So there's a lot of people actually saying, they will take the vac now because in the future it's going to be mandatory anyways. Again, people are saying they're just going to take the vac now because in the future they're going to make it mandatory anyways. Now, if you are one of those, you know what that shows me? You know what that means, in fact? You're actually backing down before entering the ring. You're backing down before entering the ring. You haven't even thrown a punch yet. You understand? Are you willing to fight? Again, I would like to send love, peace, and light to all my brothers and sisters watching me. Those of you who already lost your jobs because of this BS, there's always a way. You will find a way. We always find a way. For the parents watching me right now and thinking, how will I feed my family without this shot? We will find a way. You will find a way. We always find a way. Right? But don't give in. Again, there's a lot of us that see through the BS. They're going to make it difficult day by day. But just keep fighting the fight. Now, for the people that's been saying, they're going to take the shot because it's already going to be mandatory. Right? First of all, I would like you to know that nothing is written on stone. Now, I've actually heard from, news articles and whatnot that they're actually going to make it mandatory in the future. But you have to understand, as people, we hold the keys. As individuals, we have the power. Not because the government said, but it's because we did. So if you're rushing to get the vaccine before it's even mandatory, because you believe it's going to be mandatory, you actually helping create that reality. You actually helping create that reality. Now, you need to understand that as people, we create the world along with the other forms of life, animals, trees, and whatnot. We create the world. Right? Now, when we come together, because again, there's power in numbers. When we come together as a collective, we can change the outcome because we are the world. You understand? You understand? If we come together, we can change the outcome. It's not written in stone. Do not help them create their reality. Let's create our own reality. Don't jump to take the vaccine because you believe it's going to be mandatory anyways. At least fight first. At least fight first. If we come together and we say we are not having this, no matter what they say, no matter what they try to implement on us, if we the people stand up and say we are not having this, no matter if they try to force it on us, if we the people say we are not having this, they can never be this. The government, dissecting the word government, govern, control, mentor, your mind. But that's for another story. The government put rules and regulation in place, and we the people follow. So we give them the power. Now, I'm not going against the government for anyone watching me right now. I'm just trying to show you always had the power. Again, the government put rules and regulations into place, and we follow. We give them the power. But we, the people, create the world. Without us, the people, there is no world. You understand? You understand? Now the government, along with other oppressors, know what they like to do? They like to put things in place for you to be fearful. So you will never go against. You understand? But now it's not a time to be fearful. They will put things in place for you to fear so that they will continue to control you and I. But this is not a time to be afraid anymore. I'm not advising anybody to go and, you know, go against the government. I'm simply trying to show you that you have the power. What are you giving your attention to? You know, I'm not advising anyone to start gearing up, start getting guns and all kind of thing. I'm basically telling you it's time to open your mind. They're gonna outgun us. For sure. They're gonna outgun us if it comes down to this. But we can outthink them. We can outthink them. So we the people, we need to take back our power. You understand? But are you willing to fight? Are you willing to fight? Are you willing to fight? You know, there's this amazing quote I always live by. You know, and it goes like, you've never truly lived if there's nothing you're willing to die for. Again, you've never truly lived if there's nothing you're willing to die for. What are you willing to die for? You understand? Because right now, you see some serious times. And a lot of you right now, you know, probably every day you're on your bed, you kawe, you know, eating, having a good life. Because these things are not really affecting you as yet. It's not affecting you as yet. So you think that this fight is not for you. But I guess you're just waiting for it to reach to your doorstep. But again, it's not your fight. And it's true, it's not your fight. And it's certainly, it's not my fight. But it's our fight. This is our fight. For once in your life, you do not have to fight alone. Right now, as people, we need to unite. This is not my fight, and it's not your fight. This is our fight. Is there anyone you love? What about your future generations? What we do now will impact their lives. You know, a lot of people don't like to think long term, but what we do now will affect their lives. Imagine if the slaves back in the days stood up and were willing to die. You think black people will ever be oppressed? But that's for another show. Right now, we need to take the power back and realize that our children, and our children, and our children are going to be affected by what's happening today. Take a moment to understand this. Who do you love? You're not just fighting for yourself. You're fighting for the person next to you. You're fighting for the person you love. Because this is not just going to affect you. It's going to affect us. Are you willing to fight? Or are you going to back down before you even see the ring? Right? It's not the time to be afraid. There's a war coming. And we must be willing to fight. We must be willing to fight. If we do not fight for what we have, we will have no choice but to cry for what we lost. Again, if we do not fight for what we have, we will have no choice but to cry for what we lost. And we are losing our humanity. We are losing our humanity. While most of us are just comfortable living our best life. But what's happening today is going to affect our children and their children and so on. If we do not come together and change the outcome of what's happening right now, humanity will be lost. Because what's going on here is BS. If they can do that, far less. I don't want to think about that too much. You know, one thing I love my people. You know, I believe each one of us have a unique role in this life. You understand? It's time for us to unite. These are some serious times. You understand? If we do not fight for what we have, we will have no choice but to cry for what we lost. And we are losing our humanity. We are losing our humanity. And this is crazy. You know, for the people that's living the best life, again, if you know something, if you have information, spread it. Right now, we're supposed to be informing our peers. Whatever you know, spread it. People are not speaking up. We need more people coming out and sharing information, because more and more our brothers are falling into the beast's hands. For the children watching me right now, you can still think for yourself. You are still in control of your own life. You know that, right? Not because you're young. You are still in control. Your parents are just guiding you through this life until you're able to go out on your own, but you are in control. Think for yourself as well. Right now, the internet is there for all of us. The children watching me right now, I'm sure it's no problem for you guys to pick up something and see what's going on. I recommend you do. We need everyone right now. We need everyone right now. This is some serious times. It's time to put away the differences, and tune into what's going on right now. There's a war coming. Does all this feel right to you? Does all of this feel right in your heart? Or what's going on right now? Does it feel right? Does it feel normal? But you're telling me you want to take it because you want to keep your job. A synthetic drug. But that's for another story. Does it feel right? Have you been doing your research? Because I don't believe anybody that's been doing the research in their right mind will continue with this. As a collective, if we come together, we can change the outcome. As a collective, if we come together, we can change the outcome. Don't give in to their reality and do things because they told you to. Let's tap into our reality. What do we want for this world? Let's not help them create their reality. Let's create our reality. Let's start thinking for our children. Let's start thinking for our children. What's going on right now will affect them. You understand? Right now is the time to be fighting, to be speaking up, to be taking charge. I'm not waiting for anybody else. I look around, I see no one else willing to fight or no one else willing to speak up. I will take it on myself. But again, people, we have to come together. We need to come together in these times. It's us right now. It's us right now. Right now, we cannot be dependent on anybody. On anybody. Follows the government. But that's one other thing. Follows the government. Right now, you need to govern your own life. Govern your own mind. And open up your eyes. A new world is being formed right before your eyes. But you're too busy to see it. A new world is being created while you're too comfortable living the best life to see it. But you're either going to fight for what we have or we're going to cry for what we lost. Sending you love, peace, and light, everyone, once again. On your journey, wishing you nothing but success. Everyone's struggling again. I hope you see the light. I hope you receive peace. And I hope your heart is filled with love. Thank you once again.